Hey, this is, this right here is space. Around 4.4 billion years ago, to be exact. Nothing really that important besides space dust and this hot, beaming fucking star. But hey, since the star is here and it's so big and dense, it has gravity. That means all this space dust can swirl and condense into a big, hot rock. And when I say Earth was hot, I do mean it was hot. Estimates suggest that the surface temperature could have been 2,000 to 3,000 degrees Celsius. Now you might be thinking to yourself, hey, why was the Earth so hot? And there was a couple of reasons for this. Gravitational compression could have been one of them. As the Earth formed from the accretion of dust and gas in the solar nebula, the gravitational forces caused the material to compress and heat up. Radioactive decay was also another reason. The decay of radioactive isotopes in Earth's early materials contributed to the heat, and also collisional heating. The planet experienced numerous collisions with other celestial bodies, which generated significant heat upon impact. And one of the final biggest contributors to Earth's heat is the formation of the core. As heavier materials sank to form the core, additional heat was then released. Oh, and I guess volcanic eruptions were also a pretty big factor, but not that big. One of the main things scientists speculate that volcanic eruptions helped was introducing water to the planet. While we aren't entirely sure how the vast majority of water got on Earth, we have an idea of where some of it came from. Vapor from volcanic eruptions and impacts from comets and asteroids. But eventually, most of these impacts started to slow down, and the Earth was finally given enough time to recover and cool.
I'm glad that bullshit is over. What now?
Yep, you guessed it. This is where the first immersion of life comes from. About 4.3 billion years ago, the Earth became a suitable habitat for life to go on and about. And a little bit later, around 3.8 billion years ago, life emerged in the form of cyanobacteria. We scientists believe that simple organic molecules like amino acids and nucleotides, the building blocks of life, could have formed naturally in the early Earth's atmosphere through chemical reactions triggered by lightning or UV radiation. Now, before all of you fans of the Jesus manga come in my comment section and just try to berate me for saying this is how life started and that we aren't made of clay, I guess it is important to note that we aren't entirely sure how life developed. But there are four main theories. One being that of the primordial soup. This theory suggests that life on Earth began in a warm, hot pond with organic compounds where chemical reactions led to the creation of life. Or a giant fucking asteroid hit Earth and gave life. Either way, we're here to stay. Since we were all like, hey, this place is pretty hot and bad for us in the long run, we started to change the atmosphere by producing oxygen. As the Earth got cooler and less hostile, our old single-celled grandparents started to become multi-celled organisms. Yada yada yada, fish to people and all that junk. Oh yeah, and I guess the only other major point is the Earth used to have one jumbo continent, but that eventually changed when the other continents decided to get a divorce from each other and drift apart, creating the continents we know and love today. So with the Earth cooled, life emerged, and different masses of land, the Earth has finally come out the closet and is now its own fully habitable planet. Okay, that's it. Video's over. Subscribe before I burn down your house.